back. As we continue to recognize women-owned businesses in Buffalo, we welcome Gretchen, owner of Pegs Hardware. Thanks so much for coming in today, Gretchen.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Let's start off by talking about what led you to starting Pegs Hardware, and give us a little bit of the story of where the name comes from.
Okay, so Pegs Hardware is actually, the name came from my grandmother. When I was 14 years old, I decided that I wanted to make jewelry, and she believed in me, and she gave me a $100 bill, which is like winning the lottery when you're 14.
Yeah.
And I begged my mom to take me to Joann Fabrics. I got the tools and all the stuff, and kind of messed around in high school, and then fast forward to my early 30s, decided to kind of like unearth it, and it started very organically, and I sold it in a local store called Half and Half, and it worked. And 13 years later, after a big arc and evolution, here I am.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what you have to offer.
So there's a range. So what we offer are either 14 karat gold filled, which is kind of an elevated metal. It's kind of the great equalizer between solid gold and affordable gold, so it lasts longer. Sterling silver. And I do kind of ready-to-wear pieces that are designed by me. So we have like statement earrings, which are these fun guys.
Beautiful.
Different necklaces. I do a lot with hand forming. So the bows, hand-formed wire. The new ones are going to be these like ear jackets. These are going to be coming out soon. And then bridal. So we've been doing a lot of bridal work, and we offer our forever banded, which is the permanent jewelry.
Nice.
So it's cut to measure and permanently affixed to your wrist or neck or ankle.
Very, very fun. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about your jewelry. Is it for everyone? Are you geared towards women specifically?
It is absolutely for everyone. We are completely gender neutral and ageless. That's something I pride myself on. I kind of try to span all ages of any gender. If you have a mother and a daughter and a grandmother that want to come in to get like a generational band, to get, bracelets put on their wrists. You have like people that actually, that are married that view it as kind of a symbol of that. I have men that love wearing the studs or the hoops or the ear jackets, or also get necklaces. It's really, I've run the gamut, and I love that because I want to offer something for everyone. And also have a price point that fits everyone. So we try to do it from $20 to like $100.
Now, you mentioned that you knew you wanted to make jewelry from the age of 14. That's a pretty early age, so tell us why you were so sure about it. And then you said you started again at 30, so did you do something in between and come back to it?
In my prior life, I worked for Hospice and Make-A-Wish for many years as an event planner, and I loved it because it was mission-based. And then I went back to school for graphic design. So I was doing that and then realized that I didn't love it. So I decided to kind of pick this up as a hobby in a time in my life that I was kind of in a transition, and it worked, and I loved it, and I don't think I could ever work for anyone else ever again other than myself.
I love that. I do.
Yeah.
It's really cool when we have guests on here that are here to talk about their businesses, and we hear a little bit of their journey of what led them there, because I do think it gives inspiration to anyone that has a career that they've been doing, but there's also another passion of theirs that they haven't filled yet.
Absolutely. And I started I was 30 years old. So it's not something that I had a whole other life before that. So you can really start at any age.
Well, obviously, springtime is almost here, and we always think about what trends we're seeing when it comes to fashion, but I'd love to know what you have for forecasting trends for jewelry.
Forecasting trends right now are heavy. And honestly, you can really run the gamut with that. We're seeing a lot of two-tone, which is why I'm kind of bringing in the two-tone with the ear jackets.
Yeah.
Lots of layers. The layers are still continuing, but you really can put as many on as you want. Bangles, bracelets, big statement earrings are back. So the delicate kind of fine is taking a step back currently, and we're back into the heavy statement stuff.
I love
that. I'm here for. So.
Yes, and like mixing metals and everything.
Totally, the two mixing metals. You really, it's fair game right now.
For the Forever Banded line, tell us about that, how it works. Can you add like gems or charms or
Absolutely.
anything?
So all of the chain, and these are just a few of them, are on spools, and then you pick it up. A lot of people like to drape it on their wrist, kind of see what they like. Once they've picked out the chain that they like, I will kind of measure it on their wrist, and then take my tools and take a little jump ring and permanently put it on there, and people love it.
They're so fun. I really do. Like, I have to come get one for you.
Please
I've had
come get one.
for a little bit now. I've almost had one for like 2 years, and it's just nice. It's so dainty, and you kind of always have a little something on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I really love. Okay, where can our viewers find you and find more information?
So on Instagram at Pegs Hardware or pegshardware.com, and then I do have a studio in East Aurora, so anyone can DM me and make an appointment to come out there and check out the inventory.
Alrighty, Gretchen.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Viewers, if you'd like to learn more about all the jewelry that Peg has to offer, you can visit Peg's Hardware or connect with her on Instagram. Thanks again for coming in.
Thanks for having me.